Welcome back everyone to the channel. Today we're back with another video on the channel. It seems like it's been absolutely ages since I've last sat down here, talked to the camera face to face. It's been a long time since I've sat down here to record a video on Wrexham FC, but today we're finally back with a video that was very popular last summer, and by popular demand it is coming back for part 2. So yeah, if you haven't gathered already by the title and thumbnail of what I've just said, but today we're going to be DMing past and present Wrexham AFC footballers, whether it be on Instagram or Twitter, asking them questions, whether it's Wrexham related, their career related, football idols. It's all going to be in today's video. We've picked 10 players to message, like I said, past or present. But before we get into today's video, if you are new to the channel, we're on the road to 20,000 subscribers. We're just under 800 away from hitting that. So if you could get down there, click the red subscribe button with the notification bell on. This is the place to be for all the best Wrexham AFC content. There's going to be regular posts coming in the weeks to come. Also as well, it seems as if I haven't set a like target in a while now in a video, but today I would like 450 likes. So everyone right now, get down there, drop a like, click the like button like I said, and let's get DMing Wrexham AFC players. So the first player we're going to be messaging over on Instagram is Mark Howard, our goalkeeper. Obviously Mark now has gained tons of experience in the EFL, and I feel like this question is perfect for him. I've asked him what is the best game that he has been involved in his career. Obviously he's played in the FA Cup semi-final at Wembley for Sheffield United. He was part of that Bolton team that survived miraculously on the last day. I think it was a 16-17 season. He's played in some really big games, and I'm sure there's some that I've forgotten, so it'll be interesting to see what Mark Howard's response is. We're going to go over to our superstar from Solihull next, Ryan Barnett, our right wing back. And my question to Ryan Barnett is, who was his football idol growing up? Obviously everyone has an idol when they're growing up. Mine, for example, was Chris Maxwell. Don't ask why, just really enjoyed him, watching him as a goalkeeper. And yeah, it will be interesting to see what Ryan Barnett's inspiration is. If I'm going to go off the top of my head and just take a complete guess, it's probably going to be someone like Ronaldinho. I'm going to say Ronaldinho, but I could be completely wrong. We've moved over now to our Coidy assassin, our Twitch streamer, the man himself, Jordan Davies. Now, if you don't know about Jordan Davies already, obviously he signed for Wrexham in the COVID summer, like sort of 2020 summer, when everything sort of happened with the takeover. He returned home from Brighton Hove Albion, and since then he's had a really successful period at Wrexham AFC. I would ask him a question on his newly formed Twitch page, but yeah, he answers every question over there. Go and drop him a follow. I think he's on like 1,300 followers, and he's done absolutely incredible. So if you want to see Jordan Davies chatting about his career, asking him questions, yeah, make sure, I'll drop his link in the description. Make sure to go and follow him over on Twitch, support our Coidy assassin. But my question to Jordan Davies is, what is his favourite goal that he has scored for Wrexham AFC? Like I said, he's been here for nearly 3 seasons now. He's scored a hatful of goals. To name a few, if I was to say what mine was, I'd say his free kick against Yeovil in the COVID season behind closed doors. I mean, that was a worldie of a free kick. And the one that stands out for me, Halifax at home last season. We were harassing their goal with shots, with chances, and Tozer got that worldie of an equaliser, and then the man himself, Jordan Davies, came up, a lovely 1-2. I can't remember who it was. I'll overlay it on screen, but he played a lovely 1-2, stabbed it into the top corner. Absolute carnage. Now, he might say that one. I wouldn't be surprised if he does say that one, because obviously that was a game-changing moment in our season. Obviously when you look at it now, we beat Notts County to the title. I think it was 4 or 5 points, so that goal was pivotal in the run-in to winning the title. But yeah, let's see what Jordan Davies' favourite goal that he scored for Wrexham is. Now we're going to move over to an ex-player, and we're going to be messaging former player / manager Andy Morell. And obviously you don't know already, Morell is a cult hero at Wrexham. He won the FA Trophy with us in 2013, scored a load of goals in a Wrexham shirt. The one that stands out for me, we were there, we were sat in the Yale stand for it. It was Forest Green at home, 2013-14 I think it was, and he scored an incredible acrobatic goal in a 2-0 win. But that's not the question. We're not asking him about goals, we're asking him, who is the best player that he has played with? I'm intrigued to see Andy Morell's answer, and I'll put a picture on screen now of when we did meet him at an open day. Must be over 10 years ago now, but yeah, Morell, we love him at Wrexham, and let's see if he gets back. I'd love a reply off our former manager and player. And we're going to be moving from the past to the present. Aaron Hayden, our absolute brick at the back. What a time he's had at Wrexham AFC. My question to him is, we all know he's a great defender, but at one point in his career, he's had to face a striker that he has struggled against. Not struggled against, but has struggled to play against. And that's the question to him. Who is the hardest player that Aaron Hayden has faced? That is my question to Aaron Hayden. Obviously, this would be great to see a reply. I haven't really done my research into some of the players he's played against, but you never know, it might be a player that he's faced in the National League. So I'm interested to see who is the hardest player that Aaron Hayden has played against. And we're going to be moving over to our young goalkeeper, recently signed for the club, Liam Hall. Like I said, he was on the bench yesterday for Wrexham AFC against Crewe Alexander in the EFL Trophy. What an experience that was for him. Now, if you don't know already, Liam Hall, like I said, is a goalkeeper, so we're going to ask him a goalkeeping question. Who do you think is the best goalkeeper in the world at the minute? Good question, interesting question. Everyone at home watching this video, let me know in the comment section down below who is the best goalkeeper in the world at the minute. One goalkeeper that's not going to be there is Andre Onana. It will be interesting to see what Liam Hall's reply to that message is. We're going over to one of my personal favourites at Wrexham AFC. It is our flying wing-back, Jacob Mendy. Now, if you don't know already, Jacob Mendy has smashed it the last couple of years in his footballing career, did really well with Bournemouth in the FA Cup, and since he's been at Wrexham, he has been incredible. He hasn't really put a foot wrong. He's been great attacking wise, and he's been good defensively, created many chances, scored a hatful of goals as well, and that's led up to him getting a call-up for Gambia. So that is my question. What was it like getting that call up for Gambia for the very first time? Obviously, this happened in June 2023. So we're going to ask him, what was it like? Just what was the experience like? How did you feel, obviously, when you knew that you got that call up? What was the phone call like? What was your initial reaction to that? So yeah, that is my message to Jacob Mendy. And going over to Twitter now, we're not going to ask this player a question. We're going to congratulate him. We're going to congratulate James Jones, our midfielder, on his new contract, the engine in that midfield. He could run for days upon days. I'm delighted to see him extend his contract until the end of the 24-25 season. So this isn't a question, this is just a congratulations, because it's fully deserved. It is fully deserved because he has been brilliant in a Wrexham shirt. So yeah, if he doesn't reply to the message, I'll say it on the video. Congratulations to James Jones on his new Wrexham AFC contract. And a couple of the new fans at Wrexham AFC might not have heard of this name. Obviously, I was unfortunately not able to see him play live in a Wrexham shirt, but when you do hear Wrexham fans talking about him, it's always positive. You know, they've got great memories of him, of his pace. It is Carlos Edwards. Now, if you don't know already, Carlos Edwards played for Wrexham AFC between 2000 and 2005, and then obviously an incredible experience for him happened a year later. He got the call up for Trinidad and Tobago to play in the 2006 World Cup. And if I'm right in saying he played all 3 group stage games, so we're going to pop him a message on Twitter and say, what was the experience like playing at a World Cup? It'd be great to get a reply, and I'm privileged to say that he follows me on Twitter. So yeah, let's keep our fingers crossed that we do get a reply. And we're going to be going over to the Welcome to Wrexham star, Neil Roberts, the former player, the former captain at Wrexham AFC, the Wrexham fan turned Wrexham captain. Obviously, if you haven't seen the episode that he was in on the documentary, absolutely incredible, give it a watch. That episode was absolutely brilliant. It tells you all about the Wrexham women's team, just their season in general, how they won the league and how they did get promoted. It's absolutely incredible, well worth a watch. We're going to ask him what is the best moment of his Wrexham career, because obviously, like I said, he captained Wrexham AFC, which is an incredible achievement in itself. But yeah, let's see what Neil Roberts' favourite moment as a Wrexham player was. And the last person we're going to be messaging is our man Dior Angus. Well, he's not our man anymore, unfortunately. He's currently smashing it for Altrincham in the National League, but we're going to ask him a question. What is the best game that you have played in your career? Because obviously Dior Angus, he's had many good moments. Obviously got that promotion with Barrow, got the move to Wrexham, scored a hatful of goals over for the Red Dragons. Now he's currently smashing it at Altrincham. You know, they're doing well as a team. Angus is having a really good season. So let's see what the best game that he's played in his career is. I'll see you tomorrow. So 24 hours has passed very, very fast. And yeah, like I said, yesterday we DM'd a lot of Wrexham players, past and present. Today we're going to be having a look to see how many of those replied. Like I said, yesterday we messaged 10 past and present Wrexham AFC players. And yeah, I mean, let's get straight into it and let's go over to Instagram first. Right, so the first person to reply is our superstar from Solihull, Ryan Barnett. Now, if you don't know, I did ask him the question, who was his football idol growing up? And he replied, "Hi mate, all good, back soon. Might be a surprising one as I'm a winger, but Stevie G." He was the reason that Ryan Barnett did get into supporting Liverpool. I did not know he was a Liverpool fan. But yeah, I mean, fair enough. Steven Gerrard, I think many other people across the world around his age obviously idolised Gerrard. He was a great midfielder in his prime, and to be honest, I don't think it matters what position you do play. I think Gerrard was a role model to thousands of people in that era, so great to have him as our first reply. Our second reply is from our goalkeeper Mark Howard. Now, I did ask him the question, what is the best game that you've played in? And he's given me a really good answer. He said FA Cup quarter-final against Charlton. Winning that game was mad for a League One team, knowing we got to Wembley. Again, absolutely crazy. He said, if not, the best I've played in a game was League Cup away at West Ham at Upton Park. Now, that's a great achievement, Upton Park. What an iconic stadium that was, home of West Ham United. Up until I think it was 2016, to play there is obviously must be a privilege to Mark Howard, and to get to the FA Cup semi-finals with a League One team as well. He's had a really successful career, been at Sheffield United, been at Arsenal, been at Bolton. He's been around some of the biggest teams in the EFL. So yeah, I mean, what a career he's had, and to think that he's played away at Upton Park, really good to get a reply from Mark Howard. Also as well, don't forget to check out his podcast, Yours, Mine, Away. Also as well, I didn't actually include it in a video, but in the EFL Trophy, youngster Harry Ashfield did actually make his debut for Wrexham AFC, which, again, what an achievement that is to make your debut for the Mighty Reds. I just said, that's quality, mate, huge congrats, and he replied, thanks brother. So I'm sure there'll be many opportunities to come in the first team for him, and like I said, what an achievement that is at such a young age. This is the interesting one that I was looking forward to replying to. I asked goalkeeper Liam Hall, in your opinion, who is the best goalkeeper in the world at the moment? He replied, ooh, that's a tough one. It was Courtois last season, but my favourite at the moment is Edison or Mike Maignan. Now, two good goalkeepers. I mean, Courtois, I mean, you don't have to say much. Incredible goalkeeper, suffered an injury this season, but yeah, an incredible keeper. Edison, I mean, he's a cult hero at Man City. Mr. Consistent, great with his feet, probably the best goalkeeper in the world for distribution and calmness on the ball. So I'm not surprised by Edison, but Mike Maignan, I wouldn't say I'm shocked by hearing that he likes Mike Maignan, because obviously he plays one of the biggest teams in the world, but if I'm being honest, I was not expecting that one. So yeah, great to get a reply from Liam Hall. Final one that we did get on Instagram is from JD7, Jordan Davies, our Coidy assassin. I asked him what was his favourite goal that he scored in a Wrexham shirt. He said Dover because of the timing. Can I argue with that? I completely forgot that when I was giving examples yesterday before I messaged him. So how I forgot about that 98th minute goal against Dover, I don't know. Probably one of the best games we've seen post takeover. The carnage at the end of that game when he headed home the winner will not be matched for a long time. So to say that you scored the winning goal in a 6-5 game in the 98th minute is absolutely ridiculous. Really happy to get a reply off Jordan Davies. But now it's time to go over to Twitter, where we did get 2 replies, one being off a former player, 2 being off of former players. I need to correct myself, we got one off Carlos Edwards. I obviously asked him what it was like to play in a World Cup. He said, awesome mate, can't put it into words. It must have been a great experience for him, and it's great to get a reply off an incredible former Wrexham AFC player who's obviously represented his country at a World Cup. And do you know what? I'm really happy we got a reply off Carlos Edwards. I messaged Angus what was his best game that he's ever played in his career. He said, yeah, we're doing well for Altrincham, and I didn't really make it clear in the message. He said, ever, and I just said, in your whole career. So we're awaiting an answer for Dior Angus's best game that he's played in his career. So yeah, I'm leaving you on a bit of a cliffhanger, but we got some quality responses from former players to current first teamers: Barnett, Mark Howard, Liam Hall, Harry Ashfield, Jordan Davies. And then to get replies off former players, Carlos Edwards, Dior Angus, it's absolutely incredible. Can't thank them enough for replying to those messages. And if you want to see a part 2, let me know in the comment section down below. Let me know what you'd have asked these players if you were in my position. What questions would you have asked them? Should I have asked them better questions? Should I have asked them more Wrexham related questions? But yeah, like I said, feedback is much appreciated in the comment section down below, and I'll see you in the next video, which will be the big one, the vlog for Saturday's game at home to Salford City. Until then, take care and make sure to subscribe.